Paradise, Louisiana, with Gary Risponi and Don Dubuque. Paradise, Louisiana would also like to thank these sponsors.
Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Farm Bureau Insurance, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Demco, First South Farm Credit, Area Wholesale Tire Company, with tire programs for tire dealers.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Risponi.
I'm Don Dubuque, and Gary, if you like the word free, this is the weekend coming for you. Free fishing weekend.
That's it. State free, Louisiana, free fishing weekend. Also, there's a bunch of other stuff in the news we're coming because we got all these tournaments coming up in June that we have to mention because a lot of them are our alumni. You know, where you went to school and Joe and all of us went to school, they get more and more, and it's a good idea. So in the news, too, it's also going to congratulate a young man by the name of Cason Lewis, who won the big state championship, individual state championships, high school at Toledo Bend. Now, Don, this week, you know, I told y'all I was going to bring y'all speckled trout fishing. My good friend Tommy Vidrine told me, he said, put the camera down and pick up this rod, and I'm going to show you how to catch big trout on the rocks, and he did. You know, we had Jason on camera, by the way, and Jason's going to be here this week. Also, he made another, what I call it, the Vols Adventure Boys. And these boys are going on adventures all over the world. So, but right now they're sticking to Louisiana, and there's no telling where these guys will be. So Jason Lemoyne, I'm talking about, took me and let me go along with one of their annual Garfish trips down in the Golden Meadow, Galeana area. So I got that for you. And Don, I know you loaded up too.
Well, we got to make a trip in between the raindrops. Boy, we have had an awful lot of rain, and we're going to tell you in the fishing report how that's negatively affected freshwater fishing. But I managed to sneak out down with Ryan Lambert and make a pretty nice trip down there out of Buras on a really bad weather day. We got that to talk about, plus there's other news, as you mentioned, a lot of rodeos coming up and other events too. And I'm interested to see that Garfish piece.
Oh, me too. I'm not going to let y'all know. What I'm really looking for is the recipe, so we'll talk more about that later. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana, and we got news, fish report, and everything right here. The only place in the world that you can find news, events, and everything about the outdoors right here in your own state.
When you're ready to really enjoy life at a slower pace, become a landowner. First South Farm Credit specializes in financing and refinancing land, but not just for farmers. They offer loans to purchase timberland, hunting and fishing, or recreational property. Their experience in land, timber, and loans set them apart from standard lending institutions. Contact a First South Farm Credit loan officer for more information. First South Farm Credit, a specialized rural land investment lender helping you realize your dream.
Now in its 5th year, the Louisiana Saltwater Series Redfish Trail will visit 8 marinas across Louisiana in what is sure to be the most exciting season yet and a true test for the best redfish anglers. With nearly 3,000 redfish tagged and over $200,000 in prize money awarded, this is a 100% payout 2-man team event for only a $200 entry fee. To register online or see when and where the next tournament is scheduled, visit lasaltwaterseries.com.
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Who doesn't want to save money on fuel? Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. And Gary, as you know, we had a horrible weather week last week with all that rain, thunderstorms blowing up. Had a trip planned with Captain Ryan Lambert, Cajun Fishing Adventures downriver. Had 3 guests from the Ponchatoula area that were supposed to accompany us. I suggested, and they agreed, it was best for them to cancel because they could go another day. Lambert, on the other hand, had some people that had traveled a lot further. They were already at his lodge. He had 9 boats scheduled. Wasn't looking good. This was one of those days where you say you got to go to know. We went down there fully expecting to record a backup type feature and found the weather to really be nice. Sun was shining, had a little bit of wind. The east side of the Mississippi River, because that wind was pumping out of the mostly northeast and some southeast, which was kind of strange that it was southwest on the west side of the river and it was northeast on the east side of the river, but it's caused by those thunderstorm cells. You kind of get some crazy weather. Despite that, the water was surprisingly clear, went out to California Point, and Ryan Lambert talked about what he and a lot of other guides are really good at doing. You don't pick a spot, you read the signs, and you do what the signs tell you. Signs like tide lines, straight lines of foamy water where the water's mixing, where you got good oxygen water and bad. Water moving around a point. Picked up some really nice redfish on a point. Bull reds, caught them there on California Point, moved down that bank a little bit, looked for another sign. The second sign we saw, what I call the popcorn machine, the mullets popping out of the water with something striking behind it. Dead giveaway there's something there, and there was. Another huge bull redfish was having a great time with the mullet. We picked
could
him
be a
up.
Jack Gravel, too.
Could have been Jack, could have been
line
Shark.
strippers.
But we actually saw the reddish color on one of the flashes we knew we were looking at, picked up that redfish. And then the third and probably the most obvious sign, seagulls. Terns and seagulls swooping down, white foam striking underneath, the fish driving the shrimp up, which occurs this time of the year. Got on them, did the gentlemanly thing, drifted in quietly with the troll motor, got up underneath.
All plastic?
All plastics, and just wore them out for about 10 or 15 minutes. Ended up with 30 beautiful keeper trout. All of his boats got a chance to catch fish, and it just goes to show you, if you got the availability and the time to go down there and check it out, use the old saying, go to know, because a lot of people canceled out, and we're sorry they did.
And then that's a plus for Ryan Lambert, too, because he got people coming from all over the country. You can assure yourself, if you're already there, I don't care what the weather is, he's going to find some kind of way to satisfy you or to put you on some kind of adventure. So,
all right, let's take you there now. Buras, Louisiana, Cajun Fishing Adventures Lodge, where Captain Ryan Lambert says, to find the fish, you got to read these signs.
Oh, there he is, redfish.
Like your book, good buddy. Any riding reel. Break it in, boy. That didn't take long.
Oh, it looks more like a fish taco to me. We'll have to decide that. Hey, let's get him in the boat first before we decide what we're going to put on the table.
We're just trying to fight over how we're going to eat the poor guy. That's got to be a distressing thing when they hear that, huh? This is taco smoke. Oh, my God. Fight. That's it. Bring it down.
There we go. All right. There he is. All right. Brand new rod and reel. Dodging raindrops on an iffy day, but the fish are on.
Well, the shrimp were 3 to 4 weeks late. Things like blackberries were 4 weeks late. But the crab hatches on time. So that's something that's normal this year. The little crabs were on top of the water everywhere. So it's a funny year, but I think we're still behind, and it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out throughout the year. You know, the fish aren't on the beach so much yet, and it's all about the bait and what comes in where. So as soon as everything comes in and gets to work in its normal routine, then the fish will follow in the normal routine. But right now, something just hit out. Oh. Hard to believe that no bull reds aren't just harassing the hell out of them, huh? Hopefully some bull come with it.
Woo!
Over Braided line sure does its job, huh?
Yeah, it sure changed catching bull reds. Well, you know, somebody from Illinois gotta love this, you know?
Man, trust me. Bull reds, they don't have nothing out there to fight over. Nice, pretty fish, you know?
Oh, yeah. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yeah. So if you want to find the bull reds, find the popcorn mullet machine.
Look at like you got the...
All right, he's all tagged up and he's ready to go. If you want to find the bulls, find the mullets in the popcorn machine.
But right now, you got to be on your toes and you got to read Mother Nature and, you know. Look at this, it's a 100% chance of rain and I'm getting sunburned. So you never know. I'm glad I didn't cancel 9 boats today, I know that. I'll just put the pole down.
All right, that's a sure sign. One of the signs that the trout are here.
Yeah. You know, on a day like today, this is why I don't mind when people say, well, can I get a GPS and mark your spots? Sure. You don't never fish the same spot 2 days in a row, very seldom. A day like today is a prime example. Coming out, read the water. You know, we stopped on some mullet that were busting. You caught that big bull red. We used a tide line earlier. We used the birds. You know, you just have to read the water when you're out here. Look for different color water, tide lines, anything to give you a clue that those fish will be ganged up there. Because right now the fish are not just thick on a point like you know they will be later on. So you really have to keep your eyes open. Don't worry about where you caught them last year or last month. Go out and do your homework and read the water and you'll be a lot more successful.
Right in the net.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at Olin's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. Olin's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change has been keeping cars and trucks in Baton Rouge clean and running smooth for over 50 years. At Benny's, we feature professional car washing, complete detailing, high-tech waxing and buffing, interior cleaning, and tire shine. Benny's, one stop for car maintenance with complete oil and lube services and even state inspections at our express locations. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations, including our newest store on Greenwell Springs Road. And don't forget to stop by Be Quick Convenience Store and Fuel Stop. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Drive in dirty, drive out clean.
As sure as the sun rises over the Gulf waters, the excitement builds for the 20th year as the 2014 CCA Louisiana Star Fishing Tournament is upon us.
Me and some of my friends signed up last year, and believe it or not, I actually won.
Over 101 days of fishing with over 25 inshore and offshore divisions like the Youth Division, Speckled Trout Division, and don't forget the Tagged Redfish Division, where the first to catch a tagged redfish wins a new Chevy Silverado. Registered at ccastar.com. Share in the passion, conserve our coast.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and this was the kickoff of the annual Garfish season for some folks. Jason Lemoyne is one of them. Jason, you guys got after him and got it going.
Yeah, we got after him like we do every year. This time I brought Mr. Gary with me.
Did the Black Cloud hamper you any?
Black Cloud hampered us a little bit right off the bat, but...
How do you figure I hampered y'all when it was threatening to rain and people stormed? Some people got 9 inches of rain, and you got a sprinkle and got it all in.
Well, you almost hampered us, but the Black Cloud was there. It was within a half a mile.
One time he had trouble. He flooded his motor, and then the other motor had a fuel line problem, but they straightened it all out.
We got it. But the Black Cloud did good. The clouds come in close. Everybody put the rain jackets on, and they just sprinkled for a few minutes, and then the rest of the trip was wonderful.
Well, how did this tradition get started?
We just like garfishing. We started years ago in the Red River, me and a buddy of mine, Joey Dufour and Delmain LaCour, and about 4 years ago we came down to Golden Meadows and had some friends try it, and we just started doing it, and we're pretty successful with it. It's fun. It's a good time.
And what is the technique? What is the plan when you go out?
Well, technique is, the most important thing is good bait. You know, and best thing we found is mullet. Little 12, 14-inch finger mullets. We'll take a jug, paint it orange, and we number them 1 through 35. That way, when we pick them up, we're trying to locate everything because the jugs don't say that. You get a big fish, you might find one 4 miles away. So we'll number all the jugs, paint them fluorescent orange so you can see it, and we fishing on the bottom. Take about a 3-foot steel leader, just regular tie wire, we call it, with a treble hook. Cut one of the barbs off, and then just slide the steel leader through the fish's mouth, come out and slide them all the way down against the treble hook, tie your line on there. Make sure you fish in the bottom, because what happens, the bait will keep the jug from floating off. If you fishing free line, the wind's blowing, the wind will get it. And we've had good success. We set out 35 jugs this trip. We caught 10. We only recovered 21. Wind was real bad.
Real bad.
Real bad. Real bad. But when you don't recover the jugs, most of the time it's because the fish got on it, and we've never lost that many. And but it's not always a good trip, Mr. Gary.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I learned about them, because this ain't wasn't my first alligator trip. We did it in Manchac before, we just shooting bow and arrows and airboat and buffalo. But I did the same thing with the Garfish rodeo. Will be coming up over there down in Manchac area, and they have that rodeo every year. It was a big deal. A lot of people, and it's an all-night deal. But what I noticed with them is that they're real concerned about recovering their bottles, and they number them. They have big jaws, little jaws. They got number 6 small and number large. And I was worried about the storm, but they must have spent an hour trying to recover those. And he also told me, we'll be back next week. They're going to tour again. They're going to go back in a couple of weeks and just try to locate all the ducks again before they ever get started. So it's a big conservation effort. When you're talking about garfish, a long time ago, a lady taught me about how to clean a garfish. And my mother-in-law, rest her soul, would clean every kind of gar turtle there was, and she also showed me how to clean a gar. And but the more things she taught me, she didn't teach me how to do it, but she made boulettes. And I love a garfish ball, and she fried them, she eat them fried, and she also would put them in a gravy. And I have called some of my buddies right now. I've known they did it, but I haven't got a good boulette recipe. I hope somebody would send us one. Jason's family does the same thing, and they fry them. But his buddy Joe and them would sit down and fry them, just the meat. And they cut it small, and they fry it, and they swear it. And it's
it's some of the best eating fish they have. I'm not saying it's better than speckled trout, but I prefer garfish to speckled trout or catfish. Fried garfish, fried right.
Well, I tell you what, there's one way to fry it. You got Louisiana fish fry.
That's right.
But I'm going to tell you what, they also had the lady taught me how to clean them. They spiked the nose, the head down, and they start with the back with a cane knife. They got a board. And they went through that 7.5 foot alligator gar in about 10 minutes. That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
And that meat is just as pretty. So
there's a technique to everything, and you just learn how to do it wrong and learn how to do it right. Right and the wrong way.
Yeah, to make this any longer would be ridiculous, but there's a lot of action. Started out with his boat, then the other boat with Joe and them. I got in a boat with them, and it's just a lot of action. It's a lot of fun, and when that gar comes up, he ain't a happy camper.
No, he's not.
You see people do the alligators, and they put them and make them. You ain't got to make these fight. You ain't got to make them fight, huh, Jason?
Not at all. But we had a good time. I'm glad you got to come and experience with us, and we're going to be looking forward to doing it again soon.
And I got 4 big slabs of garfish meat, and sitting over there right now, just waiting for that recipe from y'all or somebody else How to make a Garfish ball? Please send it to me, Gary, Paradise, Louisiana.
I got one. I had a contest, a game fish cooking contest years ago, and somebody sent me one in.
Well, you
for
sent
the
it.
bouillets with the brown gravy. So I'll send it in to you.
You send it in to me, and you give it to me, and if it's the best one,
And
I'll
of course,
give
you got to bring
credit.
some in too. You got to bring it on set. Okay?
I promise I'll bring him here. So let's go see how Jason. But that's my number 30. You broke the record though. That's the most Garfish I ever seen. When you was telling me, I doubted it. He was saying they usually average about 20 a trip. It's hard to believe, but they were ready. They bought a freezer, so they bought some good ones. There are 2 of them over 6.5 foot. 3 of them, I take it back. So
the biggest one's 7.5 foot.
Here we are, what I call the Var Adventure Boys. And this is only one of the adventures you're going to be seeing from Jason Lemoyne.
I'm Jason Lemoyne. Stay tuned for another adventure with the boys from Var.
Brandon Melville from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Lynn Poche from Wilson, Louisiana.
Number 1. Oh, you're fucking thing.
First Garfish in the boat.
Not too bad.
Huh? That old paddle did enough. That old paddle did.
Well, you must have been a center fielder, boy.
That's a swing, right? Look, it cut right through his head.
I used to garfish with a deep sea fishing rod over at Bay Lorette. I used to take a deep sea fishing rod and catch them on the dam over there.
Joey Dufour, Placerville.
Dale LaCour from New Roads.
Jacob LaCour, New Roads.
A good one.
No pressure, you're on camera now. There you go. One pin.
Just don't shoot the cameraman, whatever you do.
Come on, guys. It's a tough day. Y'all making it work.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, good. There you go. Play for the camera. Good shot, boy.
Got him in the black.
Go ahead, take off.
Right behind the fuel. Ooh, that's a good one.
My name is Jacob LaCour from I go to Catholic Point Campine, New Roads. Been gar fishing since I could shoot a boat, about 5 years old. I love doing everything in outdoors, fishing, gar fishing, hunting, about everything.
Jug fishing goes on all over the state, more prevalent in the coastal areas. This has been going on for years. I remember my daddy as a kid coming out here and catching gar, and it's just a wonderful state, just wonderful outdoor activities. We enjoy this with our family, and we just like it.
Oh, that gar fishing gets my blood pumping. When you grab that jug and that fish is pulling back against you, nothing else like it.
Fish on. He's big, he's big, he's big.
Good shot, good shot. It's gone.
We take our jugs, we paint them all orange, great visibility, we see them a long ways. We also number them, That's number 4 we just picked up. We like to keep track of them, make sure we don't leave any out here, no trash, and we harvesting all our fish that we catch. Mind something. Right.
I'm gonna be a little rough, be careful.
Fish, huh?
Fish on. That was good. Good shot. Good shot. Good? Yeah, good shot.
That's a
we
keeper.
got him. We'll work on him a little bit.
That's a keeper. That's a keeper. Let me see that good looking ball with them bottles falling down. All right, watch out, man. Don't get in the way of the camera. Fight him.
Work him down.
Your line is straight.
Gloves on.
Your line is straight. Yeah, right.
Good. That was a good hit. Go on, bad boy. Let me see. One more time. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Don't give him a headache.
That's a big one. That's enough. That's enough. All right. Hold on. Look at you, boy. You fooled with the balls, boys. You fooled with the balls, boys.
Right here.
That's what size we want. That's a good.
That's what we come for.
5.5, 6 foot.
It's great. It's great. Exciting. Got the best garfish captain in the world.
We should get my black cloud rear end back to the land.
At Gary's request, this is Garfish Cleaning 101. Most important tool here, cane knife. You chop him across his back. It's hard to get him started. Very important to cut it wide enough, which I'm not doing. Oh my goodness.
What's good is a good sharp cane knife.
Well, it's sharp. I just missed it. Them big ones come from.
Oh, they're coming now.
Yeah, it's coming now.
There you go.
The big ones are a little more difficult to clean. The shell's a little tougher. But this is basically how you do it. Right here.
Look like a bubble blade?
Yeah, bubble blade. Boys, nothing like cleaning a gar with a knife you didn't return to someone. Especially a good knife. Ooh, this big thing here makes a difference. Let me just dig. Big knife here. Oh, it's so white and pretty. It's just some good clean meat. We love it. We just love it.
I'll get one of them chefs to show you how to make a garfish sauce.
That's what you come out with.
Hold up. There you go. Go find my Ziploc bag, because that's mine.
This is one of our annual deals. Me and my buddies, Joey and Delmain, we come sometimes 2-3 times a year. Do it every year. Today was a little rough. The wind was blowing. Whitecaps are bad. Got out early this morning, set out the lines. We lost a bunch. The crabs cut some, some lines. But we put the fish in the boat. What we caught, 12 this morning?
They got some
good
big ones.
garfish?
I don't know. I didn't count them. I was watching, trying to get some good video, and every time they hit the box, Joe prefers, fried. But I still remember my mother-in-law's boulettes and my friend's boulettes. So thank you for what you give me. Thank you for being part of Paradise, Louisiana.
Well, we're going to have a lot more to come.
Oh, I'm telling
Just
you what.
Stay tuned, because no telling where the Vols Adventure Boys will be next, but we will have it being filmed on Paradise, Louisiana, I promise you.
Good deal.
Watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood. Because we're based in Louisiana, with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. Louisiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
John here. Welcome to my kitchen. On those hot summer days, there isn't anything better than a cool tuna fish salad. One of the best ones around is made with Louisiana remoulade dressing. Make sure you add in your chopped celery, your chopped onion, your relish, chopped egg, your mayo, and remoulade. And we add all that to 7 to 9 ounces of tuna fish. And you will end up with a cool remoulade tuna fish salad. Look for the recipe at paradiselouisiana.com. Try it today, it's wonderful.
Come to the family-owned and operated Cassius Casino in Port Allen today, where the Vegas-style video poker machines are ready for your entertainment. Cassius Casino is the finest, cleanest, classiest casino around. And Cassius 50-style diner is now serving seafood daily, along with your favorite home-cooked specials 24/7. Hey, Cassius is fun. Cassius is exciting. So come to the unsinkable Cassius Casino in Port Allen. Over the river 2 miles west of exit 151.
Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change has been keeping cars and trucks in Baton Rouge clean and running smooth for over 50 years. At Benny's, we feature professional car washing, complete detailing, high-tech waxing and buffing, interior cleaning, and tire shine. Benny's, one stop for car maintenance with complete oil and lube services and even state inspections at our express locations. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations, including our newest store on Greenwell Springs Road. And don't forget to stop by Be Quick Convenience Store and Fuel Stop. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Drive in dirty, drive out clean.
Welcome to Paradise, Louisiana. Y'all hear me talk about Tommy Vidrine. Tommy Paul Vidrine. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. One of the hottest speckled trout fishermen on the coast right now. Not just speckled trout, he's been catching a lot of mangrove snapper. The day after Black and Gold, he won the division of Black and Gold, the people that were in his boat. Our cameraman Jason Lemoyne. Today is supposed to be even better. No wind, flat and calm. What we got in the bucket?
We got Bridgeside Dynamite.
And that's the croakers. The Bridgeside, well-known. Bridgeside Dynamite. Supposed to catch bigger trout. We got 100 shrimp. Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. The hottest fisherman going right now. Down in Grand Island.
We're starting off here as they're coming out of pass. I've been catching fish in multiple places, catching big trouts and 4 to 5 pound fish. For the tournament, we didn't even have a 4 or 5 pound fish. We still won it. I think we had maybe a 4, but circle hook, 2-ounce circle hook I've been using. I've been using live shrimp. Yesterday I brought some croaker and caught some nice fish. Seemed like they wanted that croaker. So today we got a lot of croaker in the box. The wind's at our back. But the current is going the opposite way, so we got some big waves right here, as you notice if you're on the camera. So we're gonna stick and move. We're gonna hit them here. If we don't get any big trout quick, we're gonna head towards the west where I've been catching them, or even inside if it gets any worse. But they say 5 to 10. It's a little more than that, but I think we're gonna be fine here. Nice trout, nice trout, nice trout. Pretty trout.
Oh, Jake. Bring him in the boat. Keep him coming. Don't bounce him on the boat. Bring him in the boat.
The first speckled trout of the morning right here. First speckled trout ever today. I've caught a few, but not many. I'm more of a cat fisherman than a speckled trout fisherman.
Don't fire, man. Don't fire, yeah.
Big trout, big trout.
Dig it down. Look at that horn here, huh? Nice trout. Yeah, look at it. Right. Yeah, baby. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for, Gary.
What's the you, Jason? 2.5, 3 pound trout, Jason. Fishing live bait. Always do something different. The wind die down. Always do something different. Look at that. Voodoo shrimp. Voodoo shrimp. Now I'm gonna go put my Just Grab It glove on too. Voodoo! Keep him. Bring him in the boat, Jay. Bring him in the boat, Jay. Bring him on the boat. There you go.
Jason, you know why you're catching a bigger trout?
What's that?
Well, 2 reasons. You're free lining without a cork, and you're free lining those croakers. The croakers always seem to bring some 2, 3, 4 pound fish, where the shrimp, we catch them free lining also, but that's why you're catching those today. Look like you like the croaker.
I'm gonna put another croaker back on my line.
There you go.
Wet him up.
Bring him this time, okay.
I think I got a fish too. Yeah, I saw another big fish just pass by. It's yours.
Good job.
What the hell you did to me, man? God, I don't know. You're killing me.
Hey.
I got a big one on the hook. I got a nice trout on that. Nice trout on it. Got a double treble.
You got a double?
Still on fire. Red side dynamite again.
I'm moving from the shrimp to the croaker, Gary, trying to get a little bit bigger quality fish. I'm hooking the croaker through the back because there's no current right here. That's a 3, 4 pound fish, yeah. Yeah, he's a nice fish. You want to put the net on? 3.5 pounders. That's what I usually catch, Gary. That's a nice trout right there. That's what we catch kind of on an average, Gary, fishing out free lining. Oh, yeah. Set up running sideways. They eat these shrimp up, but they're nice fish, but I want some bigger fish. Oh yeah, baby.
Boom, that's them thumpers.
Oh boy.
Get him out of the rock. Woo. You got him out of the rock? Wait, yeah. Jason. Get it away. Bring it for you.
He ain't as big as I thought, but he's a nice fish.
You want to put him there?
Nice fish.
There you go. Close this thing out, buddy.
Bigger fish,
Short of battery. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good job, Tommy.
It's about 3 pound fish, 2.5, 3 pound fish, you know. They got some bigger ones. Friday I caught some 5s right here, so we're gonna try to catch one more. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
That's the trout, he's a good one. Big trout.
That's the one we want.
Yeah, okay.
Get in there. Get him on camera. Get him on camera.
Hey, that's what we have to. That's what we have to, baby.
Tommy's been missing a few fish today. I've been on camera. I wanted Jason to catch some nice ones. I want you to look now, sir. I gotta apologize to Tommy. I was doubting him. He's been catching it for 2 days. That size and bigger. Before we run out of camera, I'm gonna apologize on camera to Tommy.
Gary said
I caught that big fish. I'm gonna put this up, baby, but just for a second, because I'm gonna catch a few more.
Gary, you got the biggest.
I'm gonna show y'all that big trout. That don't look like no monster trout, but that is a good 3 to 3.5 pound trout. And that's the smallest ones he's been catching here.
That's the trout. Oh my goodness, get in the net.
Gary's hot, man. He's on fire. That's a 5-pounder there, baby. Yeah, baby. That's a 5-pounder. That's what we after.
If I tell y'all what I really want to say, y'all couldn't put it on TV. So I'm gonna tell everybody. Black cloud my foot. That's a heavy trout.
I need the net on this one here.
I've got the fish in my hand.
Oh, he's staying steady, man. He's staying steady.
Let that one get away. Just give me the net. I ain't that big, but I thought he'd feel good. Keep him coming to the net. Don't take a chance like you did last.
Gary's getting spoiled. He says he ain't that big. He's getting spoiled, man.
Hey. That's a net. Big trout. Hey, when people tell you we leave them biting, we getting ready to shut it down. We leave them biting.
That's it, baby.
Tommy Vidrain. Tommy, like I said earlier, probably the hottest fisherman, trout fisherman right now in the Grand Isle area. Tommy, it turned out just like you predicted. We went out early this morning. It was rougher than we thought. You know, it was supposed to be 5 to 10. It was probably pushing 10 the whole time. We had the swells. We went to Caminada where you've been catching them for 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden we run. We run all the way west to the Fouchon Rocks. Oh, them people call them the barges. That's been your pattern. Tell us about your pattern.
Well, you know, I like to start off as close as I can, of course, save some gas, and I like the jetties at Comedy Pass. I like the Barataria jetties sometimes, depending on where the green water's at, Jerry. If the water's clear, I'm a fish. That's a must. Structure and clear water. And I've been freelining. You know, everybody knows that. I think they wrote a few articles in, you know, other places. Freelining is the key to my success.
And even when the tide is moving, you get a little closer. Sometimes you wouldn't catch those fish 15 foot from the boat.
That's right.
That's what would surprise me. If you had to give 3 tips for somebody coming fishing the Grand Isle area about fishing the rocks, what would it be? Number 1.
Number 1, I would say, would be gotta have clear water, okay? Gotta have live bait, either live shrimp or live croakers, or pogies if you can catch them. The plastic, you know, there's so much bait in the water right now, Gary, you gotta use live bait in Grand Isle because there's that much bait. So live bait, find some clear water, I don't care where you gotta go, and fish around structure with a somewhat of a slow moving tide.
Pretty good question. I can't else I can say anymore is that thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, and by the way, thank you for putting me in the right spot. I caught the biggest trick. I stayed on camera a lot this morning. I want to thank Jason Lamorne again, and been my buddy for the last couple of weeks, and my sidekick. Jason, I love your energy, I love your attitude, and I want to thank you too. And definitely I want to thank Bridgeside Marina, Buggy, and Doty are constantly always there helping us furnish the good Bridgeside Dynamite.
Bridgeside Dynamite, baby.
But that's it. And them bigger croakers, the best croakers around.
Great shrimp too.
I can say one more time.
The shrimp were great too. They were really lively. You know, he's got some great facilities to keep them live. They got to be strong when you get in those rocks. You know, and what you asked me, one more thing, Gary, about the small circle hooks that I'm using. The reason I do that is because you want the shrimp to swim in the rocks like he's natural. When you put weights on there and you put corks on there.
Even a split shot sometimes you need it, but you don't need it. But the best you can have, make it look natural, is just like when I was throwing that croaker. I hit the rock and it come out, that fish hit it, a big fish hit it 3 times. They hit it, it was keeping them other ones like a chicken.
Yeah.
It's like chickens when you throw some food, one chicken will pick it up, the other one chase it. They were fighting for it this morning. So thank you again
You're
one
welcome.
more time.
You're welcome.
All I can tell you is watching Paradise, Louisiana. Stay tuned a little bit longer. Never know what you're going to see on Paradise, Louisiana. You even saw the black cloud get lost today.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
I never forget the look on my doctor's face. He said, you have prostate cancer. The operation was 14 months ago, and I'm here now to say I'm cancer-free. I got the best of both worlds here. I got a doctor who took my cancer away. I got Blue Cross who took the bills away. Remember the decision that I did 19 years ago? The best decision of my life. Why don't you make the best decision of your life for you and your family and sign up for Blue Cross?
When you're ready to really enjoy life at a slower pace, become a landowner. First South Farm Credit specializes in financing and refinancing land, but not just for farmers. They offer loans to purchase timberland, hunting and fishing, or recreational property. Their experience in land, timber, and loans set them apart from standard lending institutions. Contact a First South Farm Credit loan officer for more information. First South Farm Credit, a specialized rural land investment lender helping you realize your dream.
And welcome back to the Paradise, Louisiana news segment. And I guess the biggest news, Gary, this weekend is part of National Fishing Weekend. Free fishing days for Louisiana residents and non-residents, whether you fish in freshwater or saltwater. For those 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, you can fish without a license. All other laws and regulations do apply. In addition to that, in honor of that, KeepAmericaFishing.org. This is being sponsored by Berkeley and Pure Fishing. They're one of the players in it. They're asking you to keep that tradition of fishing in America alive and well, asking you to send in the photos of this weekend's catch, maybe video, or a little essay about the highlights of it, and send that to you. You're going to see it on the screen, KeepAmericaFishing.org/fishing/day.
Yeah, that's it. And talking about being a free fishing weekend, there's a big fishing weekend for rodeos going up right now. The big one is coming up. It's Sand Dollar Swope Fest is coming up. Also, on the island itself is the cutoff fishing rodeo. It'll be at Bridgeside Marina. Now we got all the Catholic rodeos coming up right now. You got the Rumble Rodeo.
I'll be there this weekend. And Shaw is the same weekend.
All right, but yours, tell us about the weigh-in now. They're going to be Rumble fishing out of Campos, right?
Right, on the Friday, the opening day, there'll be a captain's party that night, a brief weigh-in on Friday evening and again on Saturday morning. But the big event, including the Raider Family Festival, is going to be at the school on Severn Avenue in Metairie. That weigh-in and Family Fest gets started at 2 o'clock on Saturday, and I hope to see you all there. Same days on the Shaw event, June 6th and 7th. And also, that's going to be at the in Lafitte. That's where they have theirs. We also have a new one coming up, too.
Well, yeah, the Redemptor's inaugural, Redemptor's Athletic Alumni Fishing Tournament, June 6th and 7th, same time. And Moran and Fouchon probably be under the pavilion. By the way, I want to correct you that the Archbishop Shaw is 7th and 8th. They moved theirs all the way to Sunday. And that's out of the Lafitte Harbor. Now, also the Catholic Eye is the following week. It'd be Catholic Eye going to be at Moran's also, and that's their 7th annual. Holy Cross is coming up. They're going to come to bat over there at the Alumni Rodeo. It'll be June 20th to 21st out of Sweetwater. And don't leave the Jesuit Blue Jays out, too. They're coming in June 28th. They'll be at John Ryan Stadium. Their weigh-ins over there.
Did you mention Catholic High? You did.
Yeah, I did. I mentioned Catholic High. And we got a father-daughter. This is about the 3rd or 4th annual of that. The father-daughter tournament out of Moran's at the Pavilion in Port Fouchon from June 13th and 14th. So we're going to run all these on the screen, and you'll know the numbers if you're trying to check in and fish. Don, another big news right now is you fishing these rodeos this weekend, you're going to red snapper.
Right.
It's available right now. The federal red snapper season runs from June 1st to June 9th. Ain't that nice?
Perfect timing, at least for those rodeos that are lucky enough to be going on this weekend. All right. Also, you had some news on an individual winner, ALBC.
Oh, yeah. We're going to congratulations. I'm going to bring you more on this because they, you know, me with them computers don't work out. They tried to send me a little video of this, but the individual winner, and I don't know if it's ALBC or just the Bass, but the overall state winner at Toledo Bend is Kason Lewis. In 17 to 18 years old, he came in with over 18 pounds. So we'll probably bring more of that to you next week. Congratulations, Kason.
All right, very good. So there's your news segment. We'll be right back with the Abu Berkeley Garcia Fishing Report here on Paradise, Louisiana.
We build tires, but not tires like anybody else. We build Cooper tires for people, not just cars. People who are chauffeurs and shuttle pilots, heavy haulers and heavy hitters. More than what your Cooper tires can do, it's about what you can do with your Cooper tires. Life's a road trip. Come on, let's go.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Who doesn't want to save money on fuel? Now, Shell and the Fuel Rewards Network are putting you in control of how much you pay for fuel. Simply buy whatever's on your shopping list. Clothes, groceries, even dinner out. And earn cents per gallon savings at participating retailers nationwide. Now, fuel prices are in your hands. So why wait? Sign up at fuelrewards.com today and turn shopping power into saving power.
Come to the family-owned and operated Cassius Casino in Port Allen today, where the Vegas-style video poker machines are ready for your entertainment. Cassius Casino is the finest, cleanest, classiest casino around. And Cassius 50-style diner is now serving seafood daily, along with your favorite home-cooked specials 24/7. Hey, Cassius is fun. Cassius is exciting. So come to the unsinkable Cassius Casino in Port Allen. Over the river 2 miles west of exit 151.
Welcome to the Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. Gary, we start offshore. Not a lot of offshore reports came in due to that really bad weather we had last weekend. We can tell you that we mentioned it already. The red snapper season in federal waters is open. It's a short, 9-day, 10-day season. Outside of that, 365, 24/7 if you're in state waters. Did get a good report on a mangrove snapper that was caught. Could be a potential new state record. It was turned in the CCA Star Rodeo for the mangrove category at the Cocodrie area, and it was 15.17 pounds.
What a month.
If everything's in order and the Fish Records Committee with LOWA is going to check it out, we could have a new first place state mangrove record. Outside of that, hopefully at some of these rodeos with the offshore categories, we'll get more reports in next week.
Well, yeah, but the saltwater period, though, like you said, as soon as that wind lies down, even though if you find clear water, I don't know, it's Cocodrie. And when I was there, I remember so many places they would catch them along the beach. You know, there's Pelto, Barre, all these places, Kalu Island. Mm-hmm. Every one of these places they're catching fish, the rigs in Kalu Island. You know, and I noticed when I was there, they had a few showers and some bad weather, you know, right? We was there for the oil man. But these people that fish there normally, they ride and look at that water and it's clear. Now, my report, like you said, is Grand Isle. Mm-hmm. You know what it is. All is contingent on the weather. Big Lake still hasn't turned on yet, but Sabine Lake. Steve Smith and them made trips over there. My brother and them were talking about all the captains right now have not been fishing Big Lake. For some reason, it's about to turn on. They caught a few of them off the pier. We had one calm night, but most of the fish in that area in the southwest are coming from the Sabine Lake. So, well, and I don't know what else to tell you now. We're going to talk freshwater?
Well, a little bit more saltwater. Lake Pontchartrain area going to be a little tough because we got a lot of fresh water coming in from the Pearl. Wrigley's get back into that. Did get some good reports from some of the platforms in Lake Bourne, picking up some speckled trout over that way. And in the Mr. Go itself and at the end of the rocks, they were doing real well there. Again, access is the key. If we get a little bit more stable weather this weekend, Delacroix, same thing. Speckled trout, redfish should be on. As far as the freshwater, if you fish an area that is affected negatively by heavy rainfall, you're in big trouble because those rivers are still up high.
They canceled tournaments and everything. We had some high school tournaments, their fundraiser tournaments were all canceled. But You know, Bell River right now, to pass over the bridges, it's just unbelievable. The water down in Downsville, people got water in their houses. In St. James Parish, Destrehan area is terrible. All the little rivers off of 51. St. James Boat Club the other day the water was in the parking lot when I passed. So it's really terrible. The only place I know where they are catching fish is anywhere you go, even though the high water, you catch catfish. You catch them right off the bank right now. If you fishing live crawfish, they catch them on cut bait. They catch them on night crawlers. You can still catch catfish anywhere, like I said, right off the bank. So that's the way I would
Other than
fish.
that, if you had to fish freshwater, maybe some of those lower marsh areas down by
Bye
your
back.
black, that's not quite as badly effective as like
I
the
heard some
rivers.
brim and stuff have been coming from the copper salt too. But it's affected by rain, but maybe it dies that, like you did. You know, you left your house, it was pouring down rain, and you got to Ron's and it was clear. So.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this week. Don't forget, send in your photographs and your stories to Gary at Paradise, Louisiana. And if you got one of those recipes for garfish, Gary sure enjoys getting that from you too. Gary at ParadiseLouisiana.com. We'll see you back here again for another edition of Paradise, Louisiana.
Paradise, Louisiana, with Gary Risponi and Don Dubuque. Paradise, Louisiana would also like to thank these sponsors.
Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Cracker Barrel Convenience Stores. We have more than you expect. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, Farm Bureau Insurance, Louisiana Fish Fry Product, Gemco, First South Farm Credit, Area Wholesale Tire Company, the tire programs for tire dealers.